the files to be transferred from the general court martial to the traditional courts. That would also be untenable under the Constitution. But even then, we have explained and want to reaffirm this position. The files before the general court martial were not sanctioned by the DPP. And Article 120 of our Constitution requires that any criminal prosecution in our ordinary courts must be sanctioned by the Director of Public Prosecutions. So you cannot get that file right from the general court martial straight to the civilian courts without any sanction from the DPP. That would also be unconstitutional. So a direct transfer of the files from the general court martial to the ordinary courts is also untenable. It's not possible. So they are in a catch-22 situation. The only option they have is to release Dr. Besigye. Just only that. They have no choice under the law. They have no any other option but to release Dr. Besigye. But I would request the council you introduce the visiting team. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's important.
We have some once again have with us Monsieur Larifou Said from the Comoros. He practices law both in Paris and in Comoros. And like I mentioned, he was the lead lawyer for Ousmane Sonko, who is now the Prime Minister of Senegal. We also have with us Madame Gloria Kimani, a council member of the Law Society of Kenya, specifically tasked by the Law Society of Kenya to come here as an observer. She is a jurist from Kenya. We have Emily. Emily is from Kenya but works in Arusha for the Pan-African Lawyers Union, PALU. So she is here as an observer from PALU, representing that Pan-African body. We have Ronald Ebole. Ronald Ebole is from Amnesty International. He is here as an observer. We have Generali Ulimwengu from Tanzania, a jurist, but here as an observer. He's also a journalist like yourselves. He writes a column on the East African. We have Mpale Mpoki, a jurist from Tanzania, and he has been at the top of the leadership of the Tanganyika Law Society. He is here as an observer. We have with us also from Tanzania, but working with Pan-African Lawyers Union. Together with Emily, they are here representing that Pan-African body. Anybody I have left out? There are others who have already gone to another meeting. We detailed them. We have two others from Kenya who are not here. We have a very large team of observer team this time round. But may what is the total number? The total number of observers is about 10, I believe. And it would have been more were it not for the decision of the Supreme Court on Friday. This case is eliciting interest all over the world, especially the jailing of a lawyer in the course of the duty and the trial of civilians in the court martial. Yeah. Lord Mayor,
what do you say to Dr. Besigye?
Tugenda maaso n'olutalo